frustrations and not as good times in our lives, and we have all benefited from that, so it's great to have you all here. Being Fred Schoell's daughter and him being a little crazy sometimes, there's many directions I could take this, right? But what I'm going to do is just comment on a few little things. First of all, my parents' work ethic throughout my whole life has just been amazing. Their work ethic and drive is something that I value and we have benefited from so much. And the other thing I want to comment on is just their passion. The passion that they have for each other and the passion that they have in their life. With that passion, they have built an amazing foundation. And with that foundation they have built, they have benefited Heather, Holly, Vicki, their grandkids, their relatives, their family, their extended family, their work colleagues, and their friends so much. And so the 50 years of love and foundation you have built, we thank you for, and we celebrate with you tonight. You guys have always been wonderful, wonderful cheerleaders for us, and it's so great to be here tonight being cheerleaders for you. And we love you so much. Ryan is over here, and he wants to play a few songs. A lot of grandparents might be familiar with the role of being sport grandparent or going to school program grandparent. My parents are rock band grandparents. They have frequented the booby trap and the aftershock and done some dives where their grandkids have played. So Wyatt's going to share some songs tonight, and I'll let you tell them about them. Thanks.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
love me? She needs to know, do you need me? He needs to know, do you need me? Like I need you. What you call true love, true love, true love, true love. Said it's what you call true love, true love, true love, true love.
Song is by Bob Dylan and Johnny Cash, and it's called Girl from the North Country.
Well, if you're traveling in the North Country Fair, where the winds hit heavy on the borderline, remember me
To one who lives there,
for she once was the true love of mine. See for me that her hair's hanging down, it curls and falls all down her breast. Please see for me that her hair's hanging down, for that's the way I remember her best. If you're going when the snowflakes they fall, where sin and summer end, please see for me that she's wearing a coat so warm to keep her from the howling wind. If you're traveling in the North Country Fair, where the wind hits heavy on the borderline, please say hello to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine, a true love of mine, a true love of mine, a true love of mine. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was true love of mine.
Thank you all so much for doing
Next, we have a skit that we're going to do for you. Performing in the skit is Anna Cobb and Sunny and Fred Schroeder. And Sunny, take it away.
Sorry, gotta walk to a microphone. Okay, so we wanted to give you guys a taste of how 50 great years started. So, further ado. Barb and Fred both grew up in Burlington, Iowa. After being set up by a friend, they dated casually for a while and gradually became more serious over time. Fred dazzled Barb by riding around the River City on his Schwinn. He had a big head of hair, and Barb thought the job he held as paperboy for the past 10 years was just plain sexy. However, things were about to change. Barb had graduated from community college, and Fred had just completed his time at Burlington Community College and had his sights on an engineering degree at the University of Iowa. This meant leaving Burlington and living an hour away in Iowa City. And the most heart-wrenching of all, leaving Barb. Fred decided he needed to have a talk with Barb. Family legend has it the conversation went a little like this.
Hi, Barbie-Coo. How are you? Listen, we need to have a talk.
Well, get off that bike and talk, Fred.
Well, you see, I'm leaving for University of Iowa, and I think there'll be a lot of ladies after me. For you to keep dating. If I'm the big man on campus, I don't know if it'll be fair for you. So, listen. I should probably see other people. I hope you understand.
Sure, that's fine.
Barb, you're so strong. You'll be okay.
Fast forward 1 month later, Friday night football game under the lights in Burlington, Iowa.
Hey Barb, I'm so glad I could go out with you tonight. I'm going to get some popcorn and soda. I'll be right back.
Rick, I'll be right here.
Barb! Hey, Barb! What are you doing? Who is that fool? I come to see him.
Fred Schoell, what are you doing here? I'm on a date. It was your idea that we date others. Remember now you're big man on campus?
Oh, Barb, those college girls ain't nothing compared to you. Nobody's nothing compared to you. What do you say? You want to hop on my handlebars and I'll ride you down to the mighty Mississippi?
Well, Fred, I'm thirsty and I want some of that popcorn Rick went to get me. I'll get him to take me home after I'm done eating. Why don't you head on over to my house and tell me how much you miss me after I'm done eating?
Oh, Barb, you'll always be my little boo. See you soon. And hurry up and dump this fool, will ya?
Oh, Fred, you're outrageous and you make me laugh. See you soon, my sweet.
And that is how 50 years happened, right there.
It's not working.
Good job. Not ready for primetime play, or you didn't play. All right. Next we have Gus, who had a song that he wanted to perform. He is another member of our family that has gotten my parents to stay up to the wee hours listening to some of their band's gigs.
So this is a song, reiterate, they have always, like Fred and Barb, always really supported us. Like they're always enthusiastic about whatever you're into. My brother was like coming to my 7th grade football game, and first football game I ever had, taking pictures. First anything, really. Pictures. They were there, and they're supporting us every step of the way with anything. They bought me this mandolin 5 or 6 years ago, and it's my prized possession. So I thought it was.
Okay, so I just had a few remarks I wanted to say about my wonderful grandparents. The first word that comes to my mind when I think of them is joy. Whether it was Christmas time with everyone gathered in the living room, or Grandma taking us on a girls' day to get our nails painted, or all of the books Grandpa gave me because of his strong belief in individual education, improvement, and strong work ethic. One of the more profound moments I shared with my grandma was when we were at Lydia's, one of their favorite restaurants. I was talking with my grandma about all the complexities of life and the natural cycle of life and death. She said something to me that I will never forget. Anna, as you learn how to live, you learn how to die. As I've changed and grown up, the meaning of what she told me has changed as well. It is a quote I will always carry with me. Thank you, Grandma and Grandpa, for all of the love, support, and laughter. Happy 50th anniversary.
Last but not least,
Not everything I'm going to say is equally true to Barb. But I guess this is an unusual 50th anniversary because, as all of you know, a year ago the diagnosis I had, it was interesting to me that having gone through the
4 months of chemotherapy, and then having gone through a stem cell transplant, and now being 15, 16 months along from where that started, it was certainly something I never experienced, but it was something that was never a real, that I perceived, life-threatening event. And I think that that happened because of two main reasons. Number one, my parents. I ended up with some genes that could tolerate all kinds of drugs, that could sustain other things. And the second thing was my marriage to Barb, that has, for the last 50 years, given me all kinds of strength and good advice, and kept me straight and picked me up and occasionally put me down when that was appropriate. But those two things, it's been just extremely good. As you've seen, we also have 7 wonderful grandkids. In case you didn't, well, you know Wyatt, you know Gus. Anna was Barb with the dark hair and just made some remarks. Fred was actually Fred. And as it said on the bike, that is the actual bike that I purchased in 1959 in Burlington, Iowa. So it still runs and runs about like I do now. But so it goes. They're wonderful kids. I'm not sure that you knew stand-up Orion. Orion was the boyfriend that I think's been married twice now, and thank God Barb didn't stick with that church. And then Cosmo, would you stand up? Cosmo was the 7th grandchild.
Hello.
Oh, and well, Sonny was the introducer of the skit. Pardon me, Sonny.
It's okay.
But it's been a very wonderful trip. The other thing I'd like to take and do this as quick as I can, because you can't believe how grateful I am that you're here. Everybody absolutely had a part of my life last year. And I'm going to go on to something else. Maybe I can handle that later. One thing I want to do is that I'd like a group of people that are here from Terracon to generally stand up. Terracon's the only company I worked for my entire life. It started, hey, come on, you guys all know who you work for. or work for. One thing I can tell you about all those people and all those wives is that I enjoy I think it was 33 years there. And the thing that made it pleasurable for me that entire 33 years was that they were people that really cared about people, they cared about clients, and they were outrageously honest. And it was just a great pleasure. Next group of people I'd like to stand up are some of the educator friends that are here. I think all of you know who our educator friends are. That group of folks that stand up, that talked and worked with Barb through her professional career. There's a couple of other groups that I'd like to kind of stand up together. There's a bridge club that we've been in we've lived here 23 years now. We've been in this bridge club, I think, 20 years. And there's a bunch of guys that I've played golf with quite a bit in the last 23 years we've lived here. If you'd all stand up, I'd appreciate that very much. There's a small group that's gotten smaller, but there's two folks left. There was more here earlier from Unity Unity on the Plaza that we've been going to for probably the last 20 years. Would you guys stand up? Christine and Sandra Campbell. And lastly, I'd like all the brothers, sisters, cousins, nieces, nephews. There's a contingency that came up from Arkansas that we haven't seen in a long time. From not Little Rock. Come on, help me. Fayetteville. Thank you very much. I know them all like the back of my hand. So, but with all the family folks that are here, stand up. There's other folks here that haven't stood up that have been great friends for years. Ray's been a contractor on the house, so if there's anything wrong with the house, bitch to Ray, we do. They've been good folks. Dan and Jack here are guys that I just got to know that have introduced me to all kinds of good and bad philosophies that you take a knife when you go to eat lunch with them. But they're great people and they've been great friends. My brothers have always been my greatest friends. My sister. But it's nice that we've been around this long, and I just appreciate all you being here. What I was trying to say before, and I'll try one more time, is well, there was never a day that I didn't realize how many people were wishing me the best that could happen, and it did. And quitting. There was one last other thing I was supposed to say. We hope you can stick around. There's about a 20-minute slideshow that Vicki and Matt put together that we sure love it. I think you might recognize some of these situations. I don't think everybody that's here is, but I'll bet you 80% of the people that are here in this someplace. Look sharp. This is daughter Victoria. Holly was the MC. Heather, stand up. That's not standing up. Heather's oldest daughter. As long as I'm talking about daughters, I'll just take one last second. Within the last month, I have to go back 7 months. Heather's 49 and decided that, hey, I've done this teaching stuff long enough. Heather's now becoming a dental technician. About 2 years ago, Holly decided she wanted to be a nurse practitioner. She's now a nurse practitioner. She went into partnership with a lady in Topeka. Oasis is this family clinic that they opened up. And just 2 days ago, Vicki became the, help me, Director of Horticulture for the Larissa Gardens in Omaha. If you've ever seen it, it's a fabulous garden. But it's I don't know who's going to work on our yard now, but what the hell. Thank you again. I'm done. This time for sure.
No? Yes. You did hear him right. It's 20 minutes. And that was after my mom and I vigorously cut out many, many photos. One of my father's talents is photography. And it's really hard when you have thousands upon thousands of photographs to pare it down. But we also are like, come on, you know, this can't last all night. So we're gonna put some of this on the chopping block. So, like we said, feel free if you'd like it. There's plenty more cake. The bar is still open, but please enjoy.